Dude, so how stoked are you to be awake and castle some StarCraft?
I am totally excited.
I just apologize that it had to be a ZVZ that starts your day.
It's fine.
Alright, well, welcome back to the Home Story Cup qualifiers, guys. This is the top 8 tournament. So all of these players have already qualified and been invited to Home Story Cup 9. But one today will win their trip fully paid for. Spawning here in the top right corner of the map in this semifinals best of 5, it is the Red Zerg player, Armani, from Samsung Galaxy.
The top left, as the blue Zerg player, it is TargA.
Alright, so we had some pretty nice aggression out of TargA that last game. I truthfully, guys, I really don't think that the lag out affected the way that the game outcome was. At the point in which Pedroka had started lagging out, the aggression was pretty much already dying down, dwindling down. The roaches were on hold position really nicely. But all that theorizing goes out the window for a moment because TargA's actually going to be opening this one with a 10 pool. Now, do you think this will be...
9 pool.
Oh, was that 9? I didn't even catch, sorry.
Yeah.
That's even...
That's what I was
earlier.
Yeah, so...
So if it's a 9 pool, it's probably just Zerglings, not Banelings, huh?
I guess so.
I mean, you could try and do the gas with it. If this is for extractor trick, yeah, it's just that was going to be... I don't know, 9 pools and 10 pools, you can do a little bit of damage and come out ahead in a big way. But if he over-dedicates to this and doesn't kill enough, I don't know, I kind of fear that this may be a really risky move not worth taking, because Armani, he's faced countless cheese before. I mean, the thing about the Korean server that's kind of funny is it's like a lot more cheesy than the other servers.
Yeah, a lot more all-in-y, cheesy. Not weird cheese like European server, but still cheesy.
Well, the first 6 slings are going to come across the map here pretty quick. And actually, if he does this correctly, he could probably dodge that Overlord, but he's probably just going to go for the fastest route possible. So I don't care if you see it.
Yeah, I mean, it used to be once upon a time someone, you would try and hide it, but like I don't think I've ever seen anyone really try and hide it. They try and hide the speedling all in, off of the base sometimes, but...
Well, doing Derelict Watcher was really cool because you actually get around the Overlord there without even trying.
Oh, that was so easy. Like, why don't you, like, yeah.
Waystation's kind of like that too now, if you think about it. But
yeah,
it gets on top of the hatchery here pretty darn quick, and focusing on this for the time being is all right. This gives Armani time to build. But at this point for TargA, like, the idea is you want to kill a couple drones, maybe cancel the hatchery, but also force way too many Zerglings out of your opponent. I mean, for him, he's got the hatchery coming home. He'll be set. This swing around the Rosie, though.
It's pretty good. I mean, he really wants to get this hatch. If he gets this hatch, I mean, his expansion obviously is now so far ahead. The one thing he doesn't want to happen is pretty much just lose all of his lings like this and deal absolutely no drone damage.
Yeah, he's not killed much of anything. He's only lost lings at this point. Hatchery completes, and this is looking almost impossible. I think if he had just kept up with the ring around the Rosie, he could have caught that hatchery. Like, his choice to fight, I felt, was a little unprecedented.
Yeah. At the very least, you could have gotten it down like really low. I mean, it's already down below 50%, which is pretty nice, but maybe getting down to like 15% and then going for an attack later on. Oh, you need like 4 Banelings to go ahead and kill that hatch.
Holding this is going to be rough. He's going to have to do it on the ramp with the Queen above it shooting, but that's still a lot of Zerglings he's going to have to hold off. And his own natural might be in a bit of danger as well.
Yeah, Armani, is going to try and go up here, but that's enough lings in the Queen. Yeah, it wasn't worth it to go up there, and he is back off for losing all of his lings.
Okay, well, he gets his own natural, which is nice, but he's still down to workers. He's not going to be able to go aggressive anytime soon. And it's not like he took gas this time, so it's not going to be like a surprise Baneling that gets him back in the series. No, like automatic speed win.
Yeah, no follow-up attack that can do a lot of damage, but on the same, notes, Armani also did not get gas. So it's not like he went 15 pool, 15 gas, and then that hatch, and now suddenly speed's going to kick in for him a lot faster than it does for TargA.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, TarGA's still safe for a good while.
I think at the same time, too, the Queens are... I mean, this defense here at the front is just too good. Even if Banelings and Speedlings were coming, Queens and Spineguard do a lot. Now, he does manage to slip a couple by, but this isn't really going to reveal too much. And it's certainly not going to be able to kill a Queen. Maybe gets a drone kill on the way out, but TargA's really dedicating a lot to getting nothing done.
I mean, maybe he wanted to confirm that there wasn't gas taken in here and that Speedling was literally about to finish something like that. You could say that he would know that by seeing the two gases on the bottom being made, but then that could have been for like, you know, really fast layer, like absurdly fast layer and Mutas. So he
Yeah,
really wanted to get that scouted and to see how much he could drone.
That is a good point, because yeah, if you just assume that it's only 2 at the natural, surprise it's actually 4 in the main. I mean, this is why every Zerg player starts with the gases elsewhere and spreads them out. You got to keep them guessing. Scouting is so important in this matchup. Speaking of a quicker layer, Armani is going to be sailing towards that. I don't imagine this will be for Mutalisks though. We've seen Armani a lot in the past. He's just not really a Mutalisk player.
Oh, and he has that Roach Horn already on the way.
I mean, this could have just been for the wall up either way, but I mean, yeah, he's gonna be so set sailing forward here to the mid game. TargA though, his Roach Horn's a little bit late. He's actually opted not to use this as any part of his wall. See if that bites him in the ass later or not.
Maybe. Usually doesn't help against Roach attacks, but you know, I guess you can buy that extra amount of time if you pull the wall off.
Actually, worth noting, we did see Armani go straight for that Roach Horn last game too, if you remember. Well, I don't know if you got the tail end of that one or not, but that was a pretty heavy loss to take. It keeps it a little bit tucked more back like this. I guess it's technically more safe, because I guess if you're losing your Roach Horn back here, you've already lost the game.
Hold on.
Alright, well, Zombie's got a banana phone to deal with. We do have +1 and +1 on the way for both players, but the difference is, well, actually, despite the gold bases both being taken simultaneously, we have speed coming out a little bit quicker for Armani, which means he'll be able to dictate the path of engagements. This doesn't change much from Zerglings versus Zerglings. The idea is, like, the speed doesn't actually give you any extra damage. It just allows you to take surrounds and control fights a little bit easier and a little bit better. Dictate the way things will be going. You're the one who chooses where to fight. Whereas TargA's going to have to just kind of sit at the top of the ramp, hope there's no Overlord to give high ground vision, make sure that the roaches don't really come his way, because he can't chase them down. He actually snipes off an Overseer. That's not too bad, actually.
Supply blocks Armani.
Yeah. Yeah, the gold base is being taken at the same time is a little bit odd to see, but this will definitely benefit Armani a little bit more, I feel. Queen's already there. He's got creeps spread out. TargA's just kind of stuck within his natural.
Yeah. Of course, TargA's the one that's a little, you know, he's more scared, right? That pull first, you know, the early pull didn't really do probably what he wanted. And
Yeah, no,
so he's poking a little, like, he's like probably feeling in a state of, you know, constant, like, I gotta be a little bit careful, but I can't just like hole up on 2 bases. That's not gonna work. So I gotta try and get this third. And luckily for him, he's actually gonna get away with it. Armani's pretty content just going with the long game. He doesn't like seem like the guy who has, you know, go for the throat, you know, as soon as I can type of move. But
say that, but there's a lot of roaches. Yeah, there's 28 available to the 17 of TargA. The TargA doesn't have those upgrades out yet that Armani does. Again, everything Armani has is a little bit better because a little bit faster because he held that off so well at the start of this game. But he still can't push up a ramp despite the numbers.
Yeah. But that means that he can just go to the third, and as long as he's on top of the third, then he has the ramp position now.
But he's not even gonna have that. Doesn't need that. Again, the roach numbers are so just out of control. 32 to 22. We could talk about defender's advantage, but defender's advantage only makes up a gap of like 5 or 6 roaches, not the almost 10 plus that are separating these two. Queen starts to go down. Drones are starting to be sniped off, and there's nothing TargA can do about this.
Yeah, I think he's building roaches over there so that at least that hit squad won't be, you know, as obnoxious as it would be. But Armani suddenly exploding in roaches, now up by 30 supply. Now has the concave as well. Yeah,
TargA had no way of knowing that his opponent was so far ahead of supply. He did a good job of starting to close this gap, but as we see, Armani's just got the concave. He's got a little too much going on for him, and GG's going to be called. Armani will take game number 3, boys and girls. Setting himself really far ahead now, 2 to 1, but still has one more game to go.